Hello and welcome back to my channel. It is almost the end of summer here in subtropical Australia and I'm so looking forward to some cooler weather. So let's go and see what is going on in the garden at the moment and we'll see what we can pick and just do a little bit of a tour around, have a bit of a look. So let's get into it. In this garden bed here we've got a few beetroots that I need to pick. So that one there's quite a decent size, we might pick that, and I think there's a few decent ones over that side too. This basil is huge, so I might pick some of that as well, but we'll definitely get these beetroot out of here. Got some cabbages growing over there, so they're coming along nicely. I didn't think they'd do much in summer, but they're only small, but they're doing their thing. And we had some potatoes pop up, so once this bed's cleared I might dig up and see what potatoes we've got in there. Alright, so we'll pick this one out here. That's a decent size beetroot, not too big, good eating size. I like to grate it and have it raw in salads, so I'll pick a few more of those. Over in this bed here, this is where I have all my tomatoes, and I think they're getting to the end of their life now. I've been picking about 10 tomatoes daily, and I pick them when they're just starting to blush and take them inside and let them ripen up in front of a window, because otherwise the possums and rats come and get them. But you can see they're still producing. This is the San Marzano variety, and there's still quite a few on there that I'm just waiting to get bigger. See this one in here, that one's just starting to blush. See how there's a little bit of a tinge there? So that one I'll take inside, let that ripen up. And this is the classic Roma variety over here, which I really like. It's a bit bigger than the San Marzano, and it is covered in tomatoes. There's only one plant of this and it seems to be producing as much as the 5 other San Marzanos. And I found a fruit fly in the garden yesterday. I have been bagging these tomatoes, but I stopped because I didn't think I had fruit flies here, but I did see one yesterday, so I've started bagging these again because I don't want them to get damaged by a fruit fly. So there's one in here that needs to be picked as well that I noticed over here, so I'll pull this bag off here and have a look at this one. Oh, that's a nice big one there, look at that. Yeah, that's a really nice size one. Can't see any fruit fly damage on it, so that's great, so we'll pop that in the basket. So the eggplants have been producing really well. We've got another beautiful one here that is probably due to be picked. I like to pick them when they're that nice glossy stage there, but I've already cut down the other eggplant there because it was just covered in mealybug, which has been a problem in the garden this year, but you can see some of the mealybug there, the white. But I usually just blast it off with a hose and it comes good. I blasted this plant and it's come good. So I just left it. We've got more flowers there, more eggplants starting, so I'll let this one keep growing. But I've already gotten about 15 or 20 eggplants off 2 plants, which is pretty good, so I'm happy with that. Alright, so I'm going to pick some of this basil now. It's starting to flower, which you can see here. So I saw a video and someone said count 3 nodes from the bottom up and then cut it when it's flowering, and then it'll branch out and get bushier. So 1, 2, 3. That is so thick. There's so much basil there. It's crazy. 3. I think I planted too much basil, but this looks delicious. So after the rats ate all my corn, I did start some more and I popped it in this grow bag here. And it's doing quite well. We've got some cobs starting there, which is good, and it's got tassels on it there, so hopefully that's getting pollinated. So we've got 3 stalks there, and I've got another 4 over here, but these ones are looking a bit dry, so I don't know how these ones are gonna go. They might be a bit too dry, but I'll keep watering them and see how we go. Been growing borlotti beans this year too, which is a first. You can see one there, nice and pink spotty bean, so I'll pick that. And I've picked a lot of these already and I'm drying them out upstairs. But these have been really easy to grow. I've really enjoyed growing them, so I'm definitely going to do those again next year. I might even try and get some more in this year. So you can see my fig cuttings are still getting big. I did lose one, but these 3 are going really well. They're in pots. I still need to pot them up into bigger pots, so I will try and get to that this weekend. My L-shaped garden bed with the arch trellis, I'm just leaving that for now. Just letting it rest because there's nothing I really need to grow in there at the moment. My blueberries are just getting out of control. Like, this is so tall now, they're getting really bushy. I think I need to maybe fertilize them because they're looking a bit yellow and spotted, but still got some berries over there that kind of a light pink color, which is weird. We'll see how they go, but I think next year might be the year that I get a huge blueberry crop, because these have been growing for about 2 years now and they're quite small and they've grown heaps, so hopefully next year will be the year. So this bed here, this was my lettuce bed, lettuce and kale during spring and summer, but I haven't really done much to it. The lettuce is bolted. I've got nutgrass over there, which is just a pain in the butt. Every summer the nutgrass pops up in this garden bed and I just pull it out because I don't want to spray anything. But I'm going to clear this bed out this weekend and get it ready for some autumn planting. So the other side of this bed is pretty much the same. I haven't done much. It's just overrun with parsley. There's a couple of celery in there, some more basil. I have way too much basil this year. So I haven't really done much in this bed. I'm going to harvest all this parsley and freeze it and then clear this bed out for autumn. Okay, so over here where I have all my pots, it is a bit of a jungle. So I've got a pawpaw tree there which has mealybugs on it. Hopefully you can see that. I just keep blasting it with a hose once a week. That takes care of that. I just shoved in an alpine strawberry in the bottom there and that's doing quite well. I get little strawberries off that, which is cool. Here's my tomatoes I potted up in last week's video. They're still struggling a little bit, so we'll see how they go. The smaller ones look like they're doing a bit better, but these ones, I don't know. Let's see. My turmeric plant is flowering. That's really cool. Although the flowers look a bit crappy now, but I did take a picture of the flower when it just came out. It was beautiful. Ginger is doing well over there. My capsicum, which I only looked at this morning for the first time, is loaded with capsicum. Look at that. There's heaps on there, which I'm so excited about. I've never actually had a successful capsicum haul, so super excited for that. And that plant is just a baby too, that's grown so fast. I have carrots in there that the grasshoppers have demolished the tops of, so I don't know what they're going to be like, but I might pull them out today. I have this tomato plant here which is it's just gone crazy, but the possums keep eating the tomatoes off this one, so I haven't really harvested much off it yet. And something I am super excited about, guys. Let me pull this out. I found a white mulberry plant at Bunnings. And look how healthy and big it is. I've been looking for one of these for so long. How much was it? $30. So worth it. Apparently these taste like bubblegum or fairy floss or something. I don't know, but I am so excited I found this. So that's gonna get a new home soon. What else is in here? Some more carrots there, which I don't think they've done anything. I have 2 mulberry cuttings over here, which seem to be doing okay, except it's getting taken over by the tomato. Back there I have a mango tree in a pot, and I have to cover it because the possums just keep eating the leaves off it, so that's annoying. And I think over in the back here is some leeks and onions, which I need to dig out. I don't know what they're doing, so I'll do that today too. Up the back here, you can see my peach tree has gone crazy. I need to trim that down soon. I have an Anna apple in a pot. I have a few things in pots here. A finger lime, which has grown heaps, and a tangelo, which has got fruit on it. I think there's about 4 on here, so that's exciting because these are all new plants. I probably only had them about 6 months. I bought them in winter. And every day I've been coming out and harvesting raspberries. So there's not many to show you because I keep eating them. This is the 2nd year of this raspberry plant, and they taste really good this year. They're quite sweet. Last year they weren't very sweet, but this year they are. So they've only just started fruiting. You can see there's some more fruit forming there. So I'm really excited about that. I love coming out every morning and just picking a few raspberries. I get about 4 or 5 every morning, so that's really cool. Okay, over this side where I have the mulberry trees, I just cleaned this bed up last week, so it's looking a lot better than it was. I have a pawpaw tree there, which is covered in mealybugs, which I will blast off today. That hasn't done anything this year. The mulberries were fruiting again, but the mealybugs got to them, so I didn't get any edible ones. During summer, the mealybugs are just everywhere. It's so frustrating. I have another mulberry down there, which was a cutting that I planted. These are like shade flowering plants. I think that's a begonia, the only kind of things that'll grow in the shade. This is another mulberry tree cutting, which is growing really well. So that'll fruit well in spring. My beautiful rose bushes here, so pretty. And I planted my yellow cherry guava tree here in the end, and I just noticed this morning we have a yellow guava. It's not quite ready yet, it's not soft, it's not falling off, so I'll leave it to ripen for a few more days. But this is already fruited, it's its 2nd fruiting, and there's still plenty of fruit on there. These guava trees grow so well, so easy, and they just fruit like crazy. I have a blackberry, 2 thornless blackberries here that I created this ladder for them to grow up, but they have never fruited. I cut them right back the other day because they were just a mess. So we'll see what happens, but yeah, I haven't gotten anything off them yet. So any tips on growing blackberries would be handy. Banana tree back there just refuses to produce any bananas for me. It's so big, there's 3 pups there. Maybe that's the issue. Maybe I should have just left it at 1 or 2. And I have some more pups down there, which I'm gonna dig out and put into pots. But no bananas yet, and it's so big. It's probably like 2 years old now. So that's a bit annoying. And the other day I cleaned up the herb garden and replanted it. I just put some more herbs and some flowers in here. So we've just got some rocket and basil. What else is in here? Just lots of flowers. So just tidied it up, but come the cooler weather, the coriander and lettuce is just gonna pop through everywhere because there's so many coriander seeds that fell and lettuce into this bed because I just let it go to seed. But that's what I love, volunteer plants. So here's some of the cuttings I took off my dragon fruit tree, some arms that were sticking out the side. So I'm going to put these in some pots and propagate them. I've just been letting them dry out, so yes, we'll do that on the weekend. Okay, and with the seeds that I planted last week, the onions, still waiting for them to come up. It's only been a few days. That's all the stuff that was already in there. This was the new one, so the lettuce, that's all popped up, and the Roma tomatoes have all popped up, so that's really quick. We've got one little green broccoli there, but none of the others have really come up yet, so I'm gonna have to try some more broccoli and figure out if I need to get new seeds. They may be old, but At least we've got one there. And yeah, really happy with that germination. Really quick for the lettuce and the Roma tomatoes, so excited for that. Need to get the rocket planted soon, and these blue butterfly pea. And I probably need to start cauliflower too, but definitely get some more broccoli seeds in and started. These leeks have been in here for ages, like probably 6 months I reckon. They're pretty big. I think that's probably the biggest leek I've ever grown. Pretty happy with that. That's more like a spring onion. I did have onions in here, but I don't think they lasted. Oh, there's one there. Looks a bit rotten. Way too hot for them right now. And there's another one. It's a bit mushy. So yes, this pot got forgotten because it was hidden over the back there for so long. But very happy with my giant leek. You can see these carrots down there. They're still quite small, but I'm just going to leave them because they have gotten a little bit bigger the last 2 weeks, so we'll just let them continue to grow, see what they do. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and this tour of my garden and everything that's going on. Next week I have some big news. There's some big changes going on, so stay tuned for that and have a good week, and I'll see you next week. Bye.